Hi guys, in today's video, you will learn how to use Woody Snippets to easily add code snippets to your WordPress website. To begin, we'll install the plugin, so hover over plugins and click on add plugin. Over here in the search box, type in Woody, install and activate this one, and that's how you install the free version. For the pro version, go to your Themel account after purchasing and download the plugin. Once it's downloaded, what you'll need to do is click on Add Plugin in the top of the page, and on the next screen, click on Upload Plugin. Choose the file from your computer and click on Install Now. Once it's installed, activate the plugin. That's how you install Woody Snippets. All right, so we'll begin this demonstration from the WordPress dashboard, and here we're just going to hover over Woody Snippets on the left-hand side, and we'll click on Add Snippet. And on the next page, we'll see a number of different types of snippets which we can work with. So to begin, we'll start with a PHP snippet. We'll click on Add Snippet, and we'll start by naming it. So I'm going to call this Scroll to the Top button, and I'm going to paste the code here. So this is our Scroll to Top button code snippet. Let's run the code everywhere. And here we can just add a quick description. And also, as a side note, although I showed you guys the process of installing the premium version of Woody Snippets, I'm using the free version in this WordPress instance. So I'm going to go ahead and publish this code snippet, and I'll jump to the home page to show you that we currently have no scroll to top button. But if I refresh and scroll down, we can now see it since our code snippet has been applied. So if you remember, on hover, our button was blue. Here's the hex code right here. I'm going to edit it, and to keep it simple, I'll type in red. Okay, now let's click on update. And if you go back to our site and scroll down, on hover, our button is now red. Okay, so that's it for PHP. Let's go ahead and take a look at a CSS code snippet. We'll add a new one. And this time I'm going to call this H1 scale. I'll paste the code right below, and we can immediately start making edits. So we'll change the transition duration to something a bit longer. I think 1.2 seconds is fine. And we can just exaggerate the scale a bit for the purpose of this demonstration. We'll use automatic insertion, and here we can select the insertion location. I'll keep it as header. We'll keep the linking file as external file. Let's add a quick description, scales H1 text. And we can also go ahead and apply a display condition. So let's go ahead and click on Add Condition. Our snippet condition here is display if, and instead of the role, we kind of want to target the page. So we'll click on page URL. No, we'll just use page equals, and then we'll use the front page. And our aim is to have this run only on the front page. I'm going to publish this and then try it out to see what happens. On the front page, if we hover over our title, which is our H1 text, it now scales up. On a different page, we'll see that it doesn't. However, if we jump back to Woody Snippets and remove this display condition and update, we'll go back to the blog post, refresh and hover, and see that it now scales. Okay, so we'll go ahead and try a different one, and this time it's going to be JavaScript. So we'll add a new JavaScript snippet. We'll call this one page loading bar and paste the code. And of course, this one is also customizable, but I'm just going to leave it as is. Again, we'll use automatic insertion. We'll keep the header as the script location. We'll keep the linking type as external file, and we'll add a quick description. Okay, so we're done with this one. Let's go ahead and click on publish, and we'll hop over to our site to see what happens. Now, if we refresh, if we take a look at the page, we'll see this blue loading bar moving across. Okay. Let's move on to an HTML snippet. So I'm going to go ahead and add a new one here. I'll name this one CTA card, as in call to action card. Next, I'll paste the code below it. We'll use automatic insertion. Now the script location will not be the header for this one. This time we'll use a different location. We'll use after content. And you're going to see what that means in a second. I'm going to quickly add a description here. I'm going to go ahead and click on publish. And if we go back to our page, we can refresh. If we scroll down, we'll see the call to action card below our content. Okay, so we've covered our final snippet type for this demonstration. And you may be wondering what would happen if you were to have about 30 or 40 snippets. Woody makes it extremely easy to organize your snippets. For example, you can filter your snippets by type. So choose a type, click on filter, and you'll see only that type being displayed in the list. And I'm also going to cover something else that you may encounter while using the plugin. So currently we have working PHP code in this snippet. If we were to replace this with code which has errors, we'll see the exact line on which the errors exist as well as the error type. This is essentially Woody's error protection mechanism. In addition to this, you have access to another error protection feature, which we're going to explore briefly. So let's head over to settings on the left-hand side. If we take a look at the items on this page, we'll see enable error email notifications. So you can turn this on and enter an email address for receiving notifications if your snippets have or cause errors. Okay, now you should know how to create code snippets for your WordPress website using Woody Snippets. Let us know in the comments down below what your first snippet is going to be. Feel free to upgrade to Pro if you'd like to access any of the features mentioned in this card. Thank you so much for watching and see you next time.